Um, this is just an idea. We all know that the weather changes, climate change on the planet is getting worse. We all know that there are various countries simultaneously going through turmoil and catastrophes, and there's always something wrong. And what happens after anything that goes wrong is an aftermath, and that aftermath usually is hard to manage because of lack of funds. What I'm suggesting is, and this is just an idea, and I'm sure I'm not the first person that came up with it, but if everybody just gave 20 cents of a euro, or 20 cents of a dollar, or 20 cents of a pound, 20p, anybody that could afford it, or anybody that worked, or anybody that had a job, or anybody that could just spare 20 cents, just look under your sofa, the cushion of your sofa will probably have more than 20 cents a month in it. And all I'm saying is it would be a wonderful idea to actually be able to go to a bank and give them those 20 cents, knowing that the bank's not taking anything, that all of that is just going into one big pot, big money jar, which is a world fund. And the world fund is to protect humans. Because let's face it, whatever country you're from, whatever political beliefs you have, whatever religious beliefs you have, we are still, in essence, all humans. We are all the same race. Every time there's a catastrophe, every time there's anything in the world, there's always politics involved or money involved. And it would be nice for once for us humans to say, no, you know what, we do want to find this plane. We do want to help Syria. We do want to, help England in the floods, or whatever happens, New York, where, when we got struck by whatever hurricane that was that wiped out the whole of New Jersey. I can't remember, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? Tsunamis, earthquakes, drought, hunger. If everybody in Europe that had a job donated 20 cents a month to the same fund, and there's no charity, there's no organisation, it's just the World Fund, right? It's our money as humans, all of us. In about 5 years, if the whole of Europe did it, every European with a job, I reckon even in less maybe than 5 years, you would solve world hunger. World hunger. No kid would die because he didn't have any food. And then you could go from on there. When I was a kid in the 80s, I always remember, Band-Aid and, Feed the World and all this lot. And, you know what, I just don't see it anymore. All I see are charities that say that they're helping and all this lot and all that lot, but everybody that's working that's getting paid. And, the problem with donating to charities, it might not reach the people that need it and all this lot and all that lot. Well, what about if it wasn't a charity? What if it was just a big joint bank account of us humans, and you got one worldwide bank involved that would control that fund, and through popular vote, like a democracy, we would decide where and how to use all of that money. And of course you would have one tragedy one year, so you would try and use the fund to sort that out, and then you'd let it replenish until the next one came along. And the weird thing is, it's very easy to sit by and say, well, I'm in a country that hasn't happened to yet or whatever, but the weather is changing. And seriously, there has been various conflicts in various places that nobody thought there would be. There's been various weather phenomenons that nobody thought they would happen in the places that they did. So you never know. It might be alright if we all had this human fund that helped out humanity as a whole and as a race. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if it got big enough, when we eventually destroyed this planet, it might be able to pay us to go to another one. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. However, the idea will never work. I ain't saying anything. I ain't telling anybody, oh yeah, here's the number, here's the account. Put it in my account. You'll be safe. No, I'm not. I'm just saying this would be a really cool idea. And it might just save planet Earth one day. But nobody's going to do it. Reason why is because nobody makes money out of it. Chivalry is dead. Helping other people without no personal gain doesn't seem to be our current objective. But if it ever happened to you, you would want that human bank or human fund worldwide in place, because you would need that help the same way as you would have helped somebody else prior to that with another catastrophe or disaster. But anyway, I mean, I'm preaching now wrong to you. I just think it's a good idea, and I don't think anybody would miss the change that falls down their couch. And to tell you the truth, I would probably myself donate €1 a month, or even €5 a month, and it wouldn't change my life whatsoever. But knowing that there'll be a world fund out there to help all of us, regardless of whatever, as I said, it should, wherever we use that is up to us. No politicians, no governments, no countries. It's just us. And if we want to send it to this country because we think that country needs it, then so be it. It will be sent there. I don't know how. I haven't figured that out. And I don't know how to stop somebody stealing it on the way. But it's a nice idea. Again, just a nice idea. Good night.